I'm not going to do the thing where men are better than women. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying that much of what we call value in this society is created, paid for, maintained, built, uplifted by male attention, our workmanship with our hands, our demand, and our institutions. That's just bottom line. A lot of people are confusing, many of you are confusing the attention with the value point and the desire with the money function. Just because something is wanted or desired does not mean it can operate like currency, like labor, as in infrastructure, or any production. You know what's crazy? I thought about this. Shout out to my man, Hold the Truth Hostage. He said something that was so pertinent when I was listening to his video earlier. And I suggest y'all go over there and subscribe to his channel, even if you agree with some things or disagree. Hold the Truth Hostage. All one word. For many of you that say women are more valuable than men because of what they have between their legs, that does nothing. Can they buy food with it? Can they swipe it like a credit card? As my man Hold the True Hostage said. Can they buy food, pour concrete, wire a building? Can they fix an elevator? What about pick up freight or keep the power grid on with that? And the answer is no. If the literal value by itself could function independently, can it? No, it cannot. So desire is the same thing as built value. Her body can attract all type of attention. We know this. But attention only becomes money, status, and opportunity when other people, often men, markets, or these institutions convert that attention into value. Think about the makeup, the hair, the fashion, why their presentations matter. A lot of their parents' culture, a lot of what they're doing, excuse me, is not just them expressing themselves or they like what they see in the mirror when they look at themselves. There's also a social market. They spend money to be seen. They spend money to be noticed, desired, chosen, validated. We see what they do every single day. This is showing that social value is relational. It depends on who is the people watching. If nobody is watching, much of what they displaying loses power. We don't care what they're displaying. We don't care about nothing they're doing. So the real question is, who's giving the display its damn value or meaning? Who? We pick what's on demand, men. Everything they do, men are the force behind it. Just think about that. We respond to it. We reward this stuff. We try to go after it when we see something we like. We try to fund it and we put it on a scale. We put that on a measuring scale. We know, we rank it. Oh, she 1 to 10, she this. That's what men do. It gives us value of men demand it. Men are the builders of practical value, all of that stuff you see. I don't care if it's roads, bridges, power supplies, sanitation, maintenance, HVAC, shipping, roofing. What else can I name? Mechanics. Everything, all of this physical stuff is still overwhelmingly done by men. Because society, I don't care which one you choose, we run on functions, not just attraction. That's the difference between symbolic value and putting your back in it, operational value. Symbolism is just being admired. That's it. Symbolic. That's the value in it. Operation is like keeping the world going, keeping your city operational, keeping your town or your. That's what that means. Society talks more about the symbolic value than they do the other value, the second one. But y'all don't understand, men give all of these institutions value. Men. We fill all the roles in these systems. We stabilize these systems. We keep them going with construction, the military, the logistics, and all the high-risk maintenance jobs. And so many other things, transport, all of this. When those stop, society feels that. But that woman can close her legs. You can have a society of women close their legs and it won't move the needle. What was that test that women did a couple years ago where they didn't go to work or they didn't give men something? The world kept moving. The world continued to function correctly. Women stayed off of work one day, nothing stopped. Nothing ceased to exist. So this is not to say which one is better and all. No, I'm saying that you dudes are suckers. Y'all got to look at it. I was working with a guy earlier, right? A vendor, right? And he looked at a woman and he said, "Oh man, you saw that?" I said, "So what?" I genuinely did not look at all until he said something. And then I retrained my focus and I said, "Oh, that's it." And I turned my head quickly. You see what the value that he sees in women? I don't have that value. That's why I did the latest video that's going, it's starting to do numbers on TikTok. We had 1,000 and it's growing, and people are sharing it more and more and more. Because I came back from overseas calcified. Came back from overseas calcified. I don't look at women in the United States of America like all of you do. See, men take risks. We start a lot of these businesses, we do dangerous work, we build a lot of these industries, and often pour money into these markets to elevate all of these brands, these venues, the entertainment. When we start, look at the club situation now. They're suffering. Women are in droves. No men. Same thing in Georgia. Same thing. Look at the nightclubs. There are no men in there. Just think about that. Even the liquor industry has taken a hit. Dudes are not buying alcohol like that. Billions of dollars. Y'all heard me say this months ago when it first dropped. Billions of dollars, men are not alcohol no more. I'm getting a call. I got to go, fellas. See y'all later.